Hello students, today's class we'll see about JK master slave flip-flop. Yesterday's class we have seen JK flip-flop. Then today's class we'll see about master slave JK flip-flop. Then circuit along with truth table, working of master slave flip-flop and its timing diagram. Then JK flip-flop timing and applications of JK flip-flop, and we'll see some assignments. Master slave JK flip-flop. In master slave JK flip-flop, two flip-flops are used. One is designated as master, another one is as slave. In master flip-flop, a clock pulse is applied to the master, whereas in slave FF is nothing but flip-flop, the inverted form of same clock pulse is applied to the slave. Then master slave flip-flop. Why we are going for master slave JK flip-flop? The output state of a master slave SR flip-flop is undefined upon returning the control input to 0 when S is equal to R is equal to 1. That is, the condition is invalid. So this condition has to be avoided, and this can be rectified with the help of this master slave JK flip-flop. This master slave JK flip-flop allows its two information input lines to be simultaneously worked. The result is toggling the output of the flip-flop. Master slave flip-flop. So the master slave flip-flop is sometimes called clocked JK FF. FF is nothing but flip-flop. And this JK flip-flop, the master slave flip-flop, is constructed using SR latches. And this is for master latch using NAND gate, and this is slave latch using NAND gate, SR latches. So here J and K are the inputs. Instead of S and R, we have used the letter J and K. J is set and K is reset. In SR master slave, we will be using S and R. So this is for raising edge of the clock. See here in this, this is master and this is for slave. For master, we have connected the clock directly, and for the slave, the clock is getting inverted using NOT gate clock, that is CLK bar. That means this master will react only for the raising edge, and this clock will react for the falling edge. This is the truth table for master slave JK flip-flop. And when the clock is 0, that means when we are not apply the clock, there is no change. When we apply the clock for 0 condition, there is no change. That will retain the previous state. When 0 and 1 reset, because 1 is appear in K, J means set and K means reset. Then 1 0 means set and 1 1 means toggle. So this condition is alone rectified in master slave flip-flop, whereas in SR master slave flip-flop, this is invalid condition, but here it is the toggle condition. That is the main advantages of master slave JK flip-flop over master slave SR flip-flop. Master slave JK flip-flop. When the clock is 1, the first flip-flop, that is the master, is enabled, and the output QM dash, M is for master, respond to the inputs J and K according to the truth table. Second one, at this time the second flip-flop, that is slave, is disabled because the clock should be low. The third one, when the clock becomes low, the master becomes disabled and the slave becomes active, since now the clock is to be high. Similarly, therefore the output Q and Q dash follows the output of QM and QM dash respectively, and this is for slave and this is for master. Since the second flip-flop is just to follow the first one, it is referred as a slave. The first one is called as master. So it is called master slave flip-flop. So let me repeat it. When the clock is 1, the master is enabled and the slave is disabled. When the clock is low, then the master is disabled and the slave is active. So that reason only in JK master slave flip-flop we are getting a continuous output. That means for the positive raise of clock pulse, the master will react, and for the negative edge clock pulse, the slave will react. So continuous output will be getting in master slave flip-flop. We'll move to working of master slave JK flip-flop. When the clock pulse goes to 1, the slave is isolated. That means the slave won't work. It is inactive. J and K inputs may affect the state of the system. The slave flip-flop is isolated until the clock pulse. CP means clock pulse goes to 0. When the clock pulse goes to 0, the information is passed from master flip-flop to slave and the output is obtained. As I told you earlier, the output of master and slave will be same. First, the master flip-flop is positive level triggered and the negative flip-flop is the slave flip-flop is negative level triggered. So the master responds before the slave. If J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1, then the high Q dash output of the master goes to the K input of the slave and the clock forces the slave to reset. Thus, the slave copies the master. And the working continues here. If J is equal to 1 means that will be in set. That is, master will be in set and the clock pulse forces the slave to be set, because we know that the slave will copy the master. So whatever may be the output of the master will be same for slave also. The next one, if J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1, it toggle on the positive transition of the clock and thus the slave also toggle on the negative transition of the clock. Then if J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1, the flip-flop is disabled and Q remains unchanged. This is the first condition and this is a cycle. It will continue the states. When J is equal to 0, K is equal to 0, then J is equal to 1, K is equal to 0, then J is equal to 0, K is equal to 1 and finally J is equal to 1, K is equal to 1. So assume that for one state, C is equal to 0, K is equal to, J is equal to 1. Due to the feedback, the output of the J gate is 0, the output of K gate is 1. This is after feedback. If the clock is changed to 0 to 1, then the master is reset. Then again assume that 0 state. The clock is 0, J is equal to K is equal to 1. Due to feedback, the output of J is now changed into 1. From 0 to 1. The output of K is changed from 1 to 0. If the clock changed into 0 to 1, then the master is reset. And these two conditions are after feedback. 1 in J, the input line, 0 on K input line set the flip-flop. If in one state unchanged between S or set to be 0. If in one 0 state S set to 1 and R set to 0, and this is as far as the SR clocked flip-flop is concerned. And these two about the JK flip-flop. 0 on J input, 1 on K input line reset the flip-flops. And this is the continuation of working and you have to include on the working part. So next one, I'll move to timing diagram of master slave JK flip-flop, and this is the clock pulse and QM is the output of the master and QS is output of the slave. See, for the positive transition the master is respond and for the negative transition the clock is respond. Then the applications of flip-flop. So flip-flops are widely used in many ways in digital electronics, especially they are used in counters, frequency dividers, shift register and storage registers. So with this the master slave flip-flop gets over. So next things we'll see in the next class. Thank you students.